So, Sammy, we're trying to investigate this.
Yes, I know what we're doing. I just don't know how to do this check and all.
Okay, so your base score on your character. But if you look at Duke, you have an option to use Duke to give you.
To investigate and gives me 4. Okay.
Yep. So if you want to do that, that might give you a better.
Yeah, let's make the dog work for me.
Yeah.
Where do I go for the?
Do you want to cards from your hand that may have book symbols on them?
I have a flashlight. Spend 1 supply. Uses 3 supplies. Spends 1 supply. Investigate your location. Get -2 shroud for this investigation.
I put that down actually as your first action because that means that this shroud becomes 1, so you only got to be 1.
Yeah.
So put it down in your hand.
That's right, and
so 3.
It's only 2 resources.
Actually, is it only 2?
So the number in the top corner is how many resources it uses to put down.
Okay.
It comes in with 3 supplies on it.
And you spend a supply to use it.
Okay, so I got 3 rounds of the flashlight then.
Yep, so you can use a round now to reduce this shroud from 3 to 1.
Okay.
And that makes it 4 versus 1, which would be much better. So, yeah, let's just take 1 off and chuck it in this. Yeah. And so, if you're happy with that, right-click on the box, shuffle it, and then draw a token.
Cool. I have a skull.
-1.
So that's fine.
That's more than 3.
3 is more than 1.
So we have a new location.
Good doggy.
A path off the beaten trail leads deeper into the woods surrounding Sentinel Hill.
I'm going to say you didn't use Duke for that, actually. I'm going to be cheeky and say you didn't use Duke for that. Because your skill is 2, you would have got that anyway. Okay, so... Now this is where Duke comes into play, because normally moving to a location is 1 action, investigating is 1 action, but Duke can do 2 can do them both at the same time.
Okay.
He charges forth, sniffing out clues as he goes.
That's what dogs do.
Yep, so...
And dragging you along with him.
Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so, do you want to move your token up to this new...
Where's my token? Yeah, this one.
And
put it to the side of the card.
Okay.
Because we're going to flip it.
You found the frozen spring. After you reveal the frozen spring, lose the remainder of your actions and immediately end your turn.
But he's still
got the... Yeah. He's still in the middle of doing one now.
Yep.
And also, it's the last action of your turn, so everything's fine.
So I don't lose anything then.
You don't lose this action. You don't lose this action. So
and you don't lose anything else because this is the end of your turn anyway.
Okay.
No, you would have had another action left.
No, because he put down the flashlight, he investigated, and then he moved in investigating.
Right, yeah.
That's 3.
I'm bad at...
Geoff is bad at numbers.
So,
yes.
By the way, the flashlight, do I put it back in my hand, or do I
Nope, it stays out.
It stays in your hand until it runs out of resources. So, the next part, you can investigate with... You can investigate before...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a separate action. That's a separate action from flashlights. Okay, so it's 4 plays 3 of the frozen spring. Despite the temperature frozen over completely. So same again. If you're happy with your
shuffle and draw. I got a -2.
That's not enough, I'm afraid.
Nope, that wouldn't be.
Okay, so your turn is done. Right,
Geoff, would you like to go, or shall I go?
How's my resources looking?
So it doesn't matter what way round you go around the table?
No.
You can part of the strategy is you can choose who goes first, who's best placed to go first.
Because
I see.
as we go on, we might have monsters that come up that one of us is better able to deal with, so that person might go first to deal with a monster before somebody else goes, who would be eaten by the monster but can deal with finding a clue at the location the monster is currently at.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I go first, I'm just going to put some cards down for gearing.
Okay.
But I'm going to... Right, that gives me 3 resources. Okay, my first one is going to be put down emergency cash, which gives me an extra 3 resources.
Okay.
No, that's not revenue. That's 8 resources, sorry. Because I'm bad at counting today, which is bad.
It's not a good sign.
Action is going to be to put down an ally.
Hey, Steve!
For 4 resources. And I'm going to put down a machete for 3 resources.
It's Steve, the beat cop.
And that's my turn.
I'm gonna try investigationing.
Yep, because you can do that.
Because I can do that thing. So I'm gonna spend 2 resources to become streetwise and gain a +3 to this. So I'm at 6 versus 3.
Okay.
And I draw a -1, so 5 versus 3 is still more number.
Here we go. You gonna go into it?
I will go here. And I found the Slaughtered Woods. Ah!
Take 2 horror if you have no actions remaining.
I have an action remaining here.
Oh, that's that point. So let me do a thing quickly because we do have things on us at the moment, John.
Oh yes, I'm still horrified from last time.
Yep. Do you have an action remaining?
I have an action remaining. Now, Streetwise doesn't say I only can do it once a turn, does it?
You can do it as many times as you have resources.
Do. 6 versus 2.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. But let's hope for less of that. 4 versus 2 is still numbers.
So John gets a clue from that.
So that is the end of my turn. And also the end of all of our turns this turn. So everybody has gone...
So normally it would be the enemy's turn, but there are no enemies.
Which is nice.
So now we have the upkeep phase where everybody takes another card, draws a card, adds a resource.
So draw 1 card.
Yep, add 1 resource.
Click a resource. Yeah.
And that's... Boop. Yep, I think we're all there.
Okay. Who the hell?
Okay, so I
Now,
think we're ready for the next.
now it is the not fun times.
So next start of a turn, we add 1 doom to the agenda. I think 3 is still less than 12.
What happens if you have a weakness now then?
You have to play it down in front of you.
Put it down up here.
There.
Oh, shiza.
It's actually quite easy to get rid of that because one of Rex's abilities, if Rex gets, oh, it's only if he gets a star he can choose to fail it. That's not a fun one.
Yay!
Go,
Do
Sean!
nothing the first second. It's going well.
Okay, so Doom has gone on the board, and 3 is still less than 12, and now we get to draw the encounter deck. So, how do you want us to do?
Shall I take the first one and then I can show, we can show off what that does?
Yep.
So this is the encounter deck. I have just encountered Crypt Chill. Supernatural cold threatens to freeze my soul. Great.
Tests.
Test your willpower.
Oh, I'm not looking good here, guys.
So you must beat a 4?
Must beat a 4, but he's got 3.
Yeah, I've got a
Yeah.
3.
Is it everyone or is it
Just me. This is my encounter.
Just him. These
So that would be a fail for me if I had to go against it.
yeah.
I've got 3.
But you're yeah.
I can. Yeah.
Yep.
I see.
You're telling it.
Right, well, I'm going to draw a card and hope for the +1. It is a -3.
So
you really fail.
You
I
don't have an asset. You
take 2 damage. Ow!
Where do you see the damage, by the way?
So down underneath your character
underneath your
sheet,
Okay.
you've got damage and then you've got horror.
Shall I go next?
By all means.
Dissonant voices. Put dissonant voices into playing your threat area. You cannot play assets or events. At the end of the round, discard dissonant voices. Okay.
Seraphine's been here.
Yeah, maybe.
So, let's go. Shall we go Skarr next? Go around that way.
Yeah, so I just right-click draw.
Yep. And then put it down on the table.
Oh, hello.
Dissonant voices. Okay. So that stays in your area there, and yeah, you can't play assets or events. But at the end of the round, it goes away, which is not a bad one.
It's not the worst.
And Sammy, your turn to draw the encounter.
Yep. I have Frozen in Fear.
Put Frozen in Fear into playing your threat area. The first time you perform one of the actions, move 5 to evade each round. It costs 1 additional action.
Wow.
It's 3. If you succeed, discard for.
We're just above your
Okay.
thing.
Eh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I turn you.
That was a surprisingly nice round for the.
For the encounter deck, I've seen worse.
I mean, John. He took some damage, John. So.
Yeah, we've had worse. It's growing on us last time, becoming even bigger. Okay, so for the current axe deck, we have to get 8 clues. So as soon as we have to clear off all of these clues, and then we can immediately progress to the next act.
Right.
So far, I've got 1.
Yep. So, how do we want to do this?
We've still got more paths to reveal.
I don't think we need to.
We don't necessarily
It's only 8
need
clues.
to, but we can.
I prefer just to keep what we've got, if I'm honest, because these effects have been used up now.
That's fair. Well,
So, who wants?
shall I go and just investigate where I am first?
Yeah, you go and investigate your stuff.
Because if obviously I probably won't clear it off, but if I do clear it off, that leaves the other side of the other path.
Just a suggestion: if you take your first action to take another resource, you could pay for Streetwise twice and get 2 clues off that.
True. Or probably get 2 clues off of that.
Maybe get 2 clues off that.
Right, so that's 1 to get an 1 to get the +1 to the resources. +3, so that's 6. 6 plays Skull, which is a 1.
Yep.
So I get 1 clue.
Yeah.
And then 6.
Same again.
6 plays. Oh, that's the whole book. You can stay there. -2. 4 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4, which is still higher than 2.
And don't forget to pay for it as well.
Yeah. I was up there with the tokens. So that leaves this side pretty empty.
Yeah, we still need that one last clue though. Who wants to go next? Sammy, do you want to try and use Duke to fish out some of these clues?
Sure. So it's a 4 again.
What's
Against
the
the
flashlight on this? It's a 4 against the 3. Yes.
Okay, so I still need to shuffle every time I
Yes.
I go. Okay. I got a -1.
That'll do.
Good.
So grab one of these clues and drag it over to your area.
Where are the clues?
They're on the card in the middle.
The little dotty things.
Or I'll bring one over to you. I'll bring one over.
No. I will. I had one, but yeah. Sure.
Now,
You can get the next one.
Again, if you want to use Duke again, you're going to have to discard a card from your hand to feed.
I didn't know dogs could live on cards.
Oh, this is a very adaptable dog. He's lived on a fire axe before now.
I mean, I can feed him a knife.
That'll do.
Where do I discard this?
Just put it next to your deck. Yeah.
Why do all of Sammy's cards come out sideways, Geoff?
I don't
Because
know.
I am sideways. To watch the thing correctly, I need to be sideways.
So
Sammy's got a slight lean to himself.
Yeah. So that readies that one. So you can just use him and exhaust him again to do the same again. 4 versus 3.
Yep.
Shuffle and draw.
And I got again -1.
Yay!
2 clues.
So we're 5 for 3. That's not bad. Sorry, Jenny's done. Ashcan Peter's done. Duke is done. And at the end of your, you got one more action left. Do you want to just try?
Well, you can
Is it worth trying?
flashlight.
You can flashlight to reduce it to 1 and try your normal skill.
Yep, let's do that. So I've got 2. I need to beat a 1.
Yep.
0.
That
Nice.
does it.
That's really good. And Frozen in Fear. At the end of your turn, test willpower 3.
So I've got willpower 4. Is that the head thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4. So shuffle again and draw.
Yeah.
I got a weird thing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's basically
So
a natural 20.
Yeah, so you've got on your card you've got a star effect.
Do I?
Yeah, +2 and ready Duke, which doesn't matter now because it's your last action, but it gives you a +2 on that ability. So Frozen in Fear goes bye-bye.
And Duke is now ready
Duke
to
is
go.
feeling better.
And let's
Good
not
Duke.
forget to put the Elder Sign back in the box, because we'll need that.
We'll be needing that. Okay. I can go. Can I go anywhere?
Well, so that's Sammy and I have done amazingly. It's up to you guys now.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally don't know what I'm doing. It's just
You're winning the
pure
game,
business.
Sammy. It's fine.
Yay!
It's like that the first couple of times. So, Sean, if you want to go up to where Sammy is, the Frozen Spring, because I think you better chance of getting that final clue.
Okay.
And you're testing versus 3.
So I've got my 4 naturally.
4 naturally. You can spend as many resources as you want to get as many bonuses as you want.
Shall I chuck 2? So if I chuck, is it worth chucking 2 resources at it? Just the one.
I think it probably is because you've got this.
The thing is, you've got Rex's curse in play, so you need to beat it twice.
What does that do?
So if you succeed on this, you return that thing to the bag, shuffle it again, and draw again.
So you have to succeed twice, basically.